Service now at 9. Can you imagine a future in which you have to send all of your Christmas cards via email? The Postal Service just proposed closing 1 out of every 10 post offices, most of them in very rural areas. It's also still kicking around the idea of cutting Saturday service. But could this just be the beginning? The Wall Street Journal posted a question on its website this morning asking if all post offices should be shut down, and the topic took off. So now at 9, we're asking you, do you think the practice of mailing letters and cards and packages will one day be as foreign to our grandchildren? Like they wouldn't even know what it was. It's a, we think about cranking cars, like that's a foreign concept. Will our kids, our grandchildren think about mailing stuff like that?
I sure hope not. I mean, nothing's better than getting something in the mail, open it up, a little handwritten note. I mean, that's history in the making right there. What are we going to do, print off emails and keep those in our memory boxes?
You know what's better than that? Getting something immediately. That's the difference. It takes 4 or 5 days to get something to the mail, and these days, that's not fast enough.
There is overnight mail.
You don't have people's handwriting. You don't have, I mean, that's a treasure. Those are our memories. Like I said, I mean, what are we supposed to do? Go through our email inbox, print this out, and put that away? Kirk doesn't know what I'm talking about because he doesn't have a memory box. He's not a lady.
But we talked about this during the holidays, and now Christmas cards are going by way, of these e-cards. What happened to the good old-fashioned cards that you would open
well, I am
and
still
display?
absolutely in favor of good old-fashioned Christmas cards. I can't imagine doing away with the post office, and neither can a lot of our viewers. In fact, let's get right to what Denise Magic says. She says, I still send out birthday cards and other greeting cards. It is more personal when you get something in the mail than on the computer. There are people who just don't have a computer. They need the post office.
Brian Bailey says, no. Why does the post office feel it should make profit? There are no stockholders.
Bradley Sisko writes, privatize it. As you can currently see with the debt battle, the government isn't the best at spending money wisely.
Justin Morris says, I was at a post office last week and the line was 10 people deep. Apparently, they're still being used. I think that's the issue. It depends on what post office you go to, because some of them say $50 in revenue per day, one post office.
Well, Tyson Curley writes, I still send mail like birthday cards, postcards, and I'm happy to get them both. I would think that people need it more in rural areas where post offices are 30 to 50 miles apart, like up north in Arizona.
Michelle Downs says, there's nothing in the world that would brighten my day like a handwritten message in my mailbox.
And Christopher Gossett says the USPS should definitely restructure to prevent them from losing so much money, but not close altogether.
Justin G. over on Twitter tweets, not at all. It should be run like a business and break even rather than run like a money pit. I don't need junk mail daily.
And Sakara Martinez writes, more people out of work. That's another thing. How many people, hundreds, thousands of people, would lose their jobs if the post office went out of service?
Yeah, and Ryan McLaughlin agrees. He said, with the post office shutting down, people will be out of work.
Yeah, I got to be honest, I think it's such an institution, it's such a part of the way we live right now, it can't go away. But obviously, it has to find a way to survive, and this is just
I'm sure it will be downsized, but I can't imagine, like you said, it being gone for good.
Wiped out.